Um, Before I go any further with my theory on the human psyche and the human mind, I would like to state clear goals. The most obvious thing that could quite possibly kill the entire species is, as Richard Wrangham describes it, male aggression. Yes, we've come to the point where we're armed with nuclear weapons and everybody thinks they're smarter than everybody else. They think their God is the only God and everybody else can go to fucking hell. Well, let me tell you something. The idea of God, or the belief, or, yeah, that God may actually freaking kill us. No, it would be us, of course. But the idea of God could clearly kill us. Um, okay, male aggression, the nuclear bomb. I want to open people's eyes and state what Richard Wrangham and both, just about every scientist I've read, Jared Diamond, clearly states this in his book, The Third Chimpanzee. Um, who else? Oh, I mean, yeah. Most scientists, they may beat around the bush about it, but yeah, in Richard Wrangham and Dale Patterson's book, Demonic Males, he does clearly spell out what could clearly get us killed on the male half of the psyche. All killed. Uh, Alright, goal number 1, raise awareness, raise consciousness, and stare the devil right in the face until we defeat him. Okay. The second half, now the other goal. Okay. Now, we do, I call it, Richard Wrangham, I call it, you know, let's go back to Freud, the life and death instincts. Life is usually predominantly female psyche. On the death instincts, it's predominantly male psyche. Okay? Uh, but here's the thing. In order to be altruistic, you may have to sacrifice yourself for the good of the hive in order to be altruistic. The death instinct negative is what I call it, destructive negative. I'll clarify all this as we go through, and I will show examples of animals doing how they behave and how our basic wiring is still pretty much the same. We often, yes, of course, there's higher instincts, social instincts like the superego, the culture axis, and the altruism axis. Yes, I'm taking Freud's ideas and I'm expanding upon them, and I'm pointing to the animals. The animals. To show you clearly that there are basic instincts, and yes, they do have to be nurtured and taught through life. Even the urge to kill prey in carnivoria has to be somewhat taught to mount an opponent or a prey. You'll see oftentimes, like if lions are attacking, may I point out they're female lionesses, when they're attacking, they mount their prey like a big buffalo. Like if it was a big buffalo, how do they get it down? Well, you get, some will climb up on the top if they know what they're doing. And 2 or 3 of them may climb up on the top and, you know, be biting on it, while a bunch of them latch onto the back and try to pull it down because they don't want to get in the front where it's got the big horns. But eventually, they're going to tire it out, and somebody's going to go in for the full amount and kill. The stratopositive, the killer instinct. Now, here's the thing. Richard, I'm going to have to go against you on some of this, but only halfway. See, Stephen Hawking is not tripping on LSD. Neither am I. When he said, there are other hostile species like us in space. We very well need that aggression. But yes, we won't need that aggression aimed towards us with nuclear weapons all the time. Clearly not. However, here's part of my thing. If we don't push the envelope, at least try to reach out into space with astronauts that are willing to risk their lives, and us as an entire species, we have to be willing to sacrifice them in order to get out of here and get the proper resources, food, water, shelter, everything, all the resources. It all comes together. We have to have that in order to survive on this planet. Otherwise, we're going to get overpopulated. And either way, what if the female psyche did become dominant? What if the female psyche did become dominant? Quite possibly, our initiative to explore space, to face danger, to face death, might hold us back if we become female psyche dominant to the point that it's detrimental. Okay? Goals. We can minimize rape by taking proactive steps before young men, or young women turn into molesters, rapists, or whatever. If we catch them the first time, and we know there's some sociopathic genes in their gene pool, plus they lived in a hostile environment, perhaps, not just rape and molestation, we're talking about violence too. We could perhaps steer them in the right course. Yes, aggression is good if it's steered in the right direction. I'm aggressive. I'm being aggressive now. But I'm pointing it in, I'm honing it, and I'm focusing it on a goal. Rape prevention, incest, molestation prevention, abuse prevention, physical abuse prevention, emotional abuse prevention. These are my goals. If I left anything out, did I leave anything out? But if I did, I'll get to it later. But that's my plan.